Good morning, everybody. This is Big Nate here with Big Nate's Bait and Tackle, and I am sitting down with a good friend of mine, Bobby Newton. Me and Bobby have actually been friends for a long time. We grew up together playing baseball, pretty well every sport that you can play. The two of us have played it together. So, but what we're going to do is we're going to sit down and talk with Bobby today. I told you guys about the fishing rodeo that is going on the 29th of September. And so we're going to do a little bit of talking and get you guys some information on that and go from there. All right, Bobby, give us an idea of where you started with the Cape PD and the fishing rodeo and the FOP.
Well, I got started with Cape PD back in 2014. I was a patrolman at the time. I got involved with the FOP, which is the Fraternal Order of Police. We are Lodge 51, based out of Cape. We're a regional Fraternal Order of Police, which encompasses Cape, Perryville, Jackson, and basically I'm now the president of our lodge. I've been the president for 2 years now. We started the fishing rodeo back in 2017 as a way to get the kids out, get them outside, away from the video games and that sort of stuff.
Gotcha. Now, with the fishing rodeo, how'd that all come about?
Like I said, it was just a way to interact with the kids, get them out with law enforcement on a positive note, get them away from the indoors, get them outside to experience something that they may not have experienced in the past. Gotcha.
And we all know that that's one thing that is kind of, gotten away from. There's been a lot of, not that it's a bad thing, but some kids just really don't get outside. But at the same time, the way I feel like they're, taking the fishing rodeo and being able to get these kids not only outside, but also, in contact with the police department and, and making that barrier that sometimes comes with law enforcement and children, getting that broken down and kind of, so they're not scared to be able to talk to.
Yeah, exactly. And that's our goal in the end is just be able to interact with the kids, and get them exposed to what we do. We're not, we're out there to help them. So
yeah. And that's the game plan. So give us an idea of kind of, what can we expect if we were to, show up at the fishing rodeo? Actually, let's just start at the beginning. Give us some details. What day is the fishing rodeo?
Okay. Well, like I said, it's on September 29th this year. Registration will start at noon. The event will actually run from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. It's open to everybody. Kids 15 and under or who we're primarily catering to. Once they are registered, they will be registered for any attendance prizes we give away, which last year we done an attendance prize every 30 minutes, and it was some good stuff. We gave away poles, we gave away fishing gear, anything and everything. We gave a lot of stuff away. The year prior, we had several bicycles that we gave away.
That's pretty cool.
Which are really good. They'll also, once they're registered, they'll get a free meal ticket. So their ticket's good for a meal for that day. We will have for sale, hamburgers, hot dogs, chips, things like that, at a very low cost. We're not looking to make a profit, a ton of money on this or anything. It's an event to get the community involved with us. We have that. We've got bounce houses for the kids. We have bounce houses. The conservation department brings out an archery range, so the kids get an opportunity to shoot a bow and arrow, which they really, really enjoyed last year.
So is it just the Fraternal Order of Police working on this program, or who all you have working with you?
Well, it'd be the Fraternal Order of Police, and then this year we're partnering with the Jackson FFA Club. So we'll have kids from their organization out helping us out. Any proceeds that we make off of this event will be split between the FOP and the FFA.
That's good. That's good. Helping kids in the community. And that's what these guys are out here doing is, there's not always a positive, you don't always get positive feedback from, the community and the police. And this is something that they're, doing to get into the community and, and help these people and kids, have fun. So in conjunction with the fishing rodeo, or you guys have any special guests or anything like that going on?
Yeah, we're actually going to have FLW pro angler Chuck Stratton will be there along with his boat, so the kids will get a chance to see that.
Now, Chuck's sponsored by Smoking Brothers, correct?
That's correct. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but he's got a really, really cool boat too.
If you guys haven't seen, the Chuck setup and the truck and the boat, man, it really is a sight to see. The guys from Smoking Brothers have worked with Chuck, and they've kind of went together, and Chuck's fishing on the FLW tour, and doing a lot of good things out there with with the kids and stuff like that to help promote fishing in general. So that being part of the program, Chuck being a part of the program is just is going to make this thing kind of sing, and that's I think that's what we're going for.
Yeah,
correct?
Exactly. And we'll also have another pro angler. Well, he's retired now. It was Charlie Rogers. He was a crappie specialist. He'd done a lot of crappie tournaments. He was part of the Crappie USA whenever that all started going. He's been a big help on this event as well.
That's pretty cool. So I've got a question. So let's say the kids, we got 100 kids there fishing. Do we have to have a 100 fishing license?
No, actually, since it's a private event and the conservation department is part of it, it's actually what you may call a free fishing day, to where nobody has to have any fishing license. So, and the fishing's open to adults as well. If they want to bring a pole and fish with the kids, that's perfectly fine. So.
Now, in conjunction with the fishing license, what if we got kids that don't have fishing license, don't have fishing poles?
The conservation department provides all the bait, all the poles. All you have to do is take an ID or something along that line down to the conservation department, which they'll have they bring a trailer out with several poles on it. Just take it up to one of the guys and basically rent a pole. It's free of charge. And they will also stock the lake for us a couple days prior to the event, so there should be plenty of fish in there.
That's pretty cool. So, I mean, you don't have to have a license, to come hang out with the police department.
Right.
And also, if you don't have a pole. So, I mean, if you've got kids that are literally interested in fishing in any way, shape, or form, bring them out. If even if they don't know anything about fishing, that's why we're kind of doing what we're doing. And it's, to teach people new things and make memories and, and get them outdoors. And that's really what the fishing rodeo is all about.
It's a great introduction to fishing for the kids, because we'll have people on hand that can help them bait their hook. If they don't want to touch a worm, well, we'll do that for you. Just ask somebody and we'll help you out. We'll help you take the fish off. Whatever you need, that's what we're there for. So.
That's good.
And this is also at the North County Park in Cape at the big lake up there by the conservation department. So we'll have signs and all that where you can find us.
If you're coming out of Cape, it's going to be on your right-hand side. If you're coming from the interstate, it's going to be on your left-hand side of the road, which would be the north side of the road.
Correct.
Well, guys, it's going to kind of wrap it up. Just trying to give you guys some brief information as far as the fishing rodeo, what these guys are doing and with the community and, and helping out and getting kids outside and getting them interested in fishing, because that's where it all starts. It starts young, and, it did for me when I was younger, kind of started, and it's grown into something now that I enjoy doing any chance I get. So, I mean, if any of you guys want to come out, I'm, myself will be out there with Big Nate's Bait and Tackle. We'll have a trailer set up. We'll have tackle for sale also. I mean, any of the stuff that we've custom painted and custom made, anything like that, we're going to have out there. So you guys are more than welcome to come out, check that stuff out. Wes Fitzpatrick is also, I've been working with him. He owns a company called Target Acquired Custom Baits. He does all soft plastics. He'll be out there with me also. So, I mean, this event's going to be really cool, actually. I'll be there. Wes will be there. The police department will be there doing their thing. Chuck's going to be there with the boat and stuff. We're going to have bounce houses and fishing poles and just a whole lot of things. So, I mean, you really need to get out and, check out the community and, see what all's going on. And, if you guys feel like being a part of this thing, get a hold of Bobby here. And I'll let him give you guys his information and stuff like that. You guys can get a hold of him and, help us put this thing together and make it grow over the years And, that's the whole point of doing it is, to make it as big as we possibly can and get as many people interested and,
Yeah, and just kind of give you an idea, whenever we started this, and our first one was in 2017, we registered about 40 kids that first year. Last year, which was our second one, we registered 98 kids. Now, that's kids that are just registered. That's not parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles that come out as well. That's just the kids 15 and under that we registered. So we pretty much doubled in size over 1 year. So
yeah, so from the first year to the second year, we've doubled. And now we're from the second year, we're getting ready to do the third year. We want to double that number, if not exceed that number. And we're hoping that you guys, as viewers and as people of the community, can help us do that. And that's the game plan.
Yeah, and if anybody wants to be a part of it, whether it be a sponsorship or just have general questions or anything like that, they're more than welcome to. They can reach me at an email. It's going to be capefop51@gmail.com. Just shoot me an email. I'll respond to you, or you can shoot me an email with your phone number or question, and I can call you. Whatever works easiest for you.
Well, that sounds good, guys. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys, like I said, if you need any more information, email Bobby, and I'll put all his information in the credits at the end, so it's all there for you. And you guys have a good evening.